Good afternoon, traders. Welcome to NinjaTrader Live. I'm Tracy Shuchart, senior economist, and here's what happened while we were away. U.S. bond traders are now reversing course to bet again on a Fed cut this year. Treasuries rallied during Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell's comments, saying that President Donald Trump's sweeping tariffs resulted in a one-time price bump and that the central bank has little control over supply shocks such as war-driven surge in oil prices. And he also said private credit is not having a broader systemic impact, and he is optimistic about the medium and long run outlook. On those words, the yields on the 2- and 10-year notes extended their daily declines, with traders now largely backing off their bets for an interest rate hike this year and resume pricing in the chance of a cut by the end of 2026. Obviously, the bond rally comes after weeks of selling that was driven by surging oil costs and concern about central bank interest rate hikes due to the oncoming inflation. Now it seems this shift has kind of focused more towards the slowing economic growth, easing the fears that the central banks will have to adopt an aggressively hawkish stance to control inflation to a more dovish stance to boost the economy, essentially. And so this is also kind of helping gold find a floor right now. Gold loves interest rate cuts. Speaking of gold, we have gold ETFs have shed gold for 4 consecutive weeks. It's the longest stretch since late 2024. Holdings are poised for a monthly drop of about 3%, the largest since September 2022. The World Gold Council did note that this retreat has been across regions led by Asia and North America. Generally now, pullbacks this steep or steeper we've only seen a number of times since the ETFs were introduced in the early 2000s, and they've often proved to be somewhat of a contrarian indicator. 3-month forward returns have topped 4% on moves that we have seen on a pullback on average since 2025. We will be watching, or I'll be watching for certain, but I'm sure other economists will be watching coming reports on central bank buying, sort of a key gauge to understand the degree with which these players are retreating from the market. While Turkey's recent sales will show up with a bit of a delay, it's important to see whether the moderation and overall central bank buying at the start of the year was the beginning of a more extended pause or just a breather. So I will be keeping an eye on that and keep you abreast of that. Then we also have, I know probably nobody actually trades soybean oil, but it is available to trade, and it is surging today. It climbed as much as 3.4% in Chicago as higher crude oil costs have been prompted by the Iran war continue to boost the biofuel sector. So prices used for soy oil that's used in renewable diesel and foods such as salad dressing are nearing a fresh 3-year high. And this jump also coincides with the move from the White House on Friday that unveiled that long-awaited biofuels blending standards that increase requirements for fuels made from crops. If you remember, we talked about that a little bit. They changed the mandate to allow E15 over the summer months, which is generally it's banned during the summer months. That's 15% ethanol. They only usually allow 10% because of the smog that it creates. But it looks like they are going to, at least for now, back off that standard. So it's in an attempt to kind of lower gasoline prices in the United States. Then we had markets that looked like they were pausing a rally. Took a pause after we had, first Rubio started speaking, and then Levitt was speaking after that. We did see kind of a sharper pullback on both of their comments. Rubio said the war in Iran will be over when the U.S. achieves its objectives, and said U.S. is disappointed in NATO over Iran war cooperation. Levitt went on to speak, and she reiterated that the Iran war was to last still 4 to 6 more weeks, and that the U.S. is increasing more leverage with Iran with each strike. She also said Trump may be interested in Arab states paying for the war, and also the doozy that he has declined to rule out Iran ground operations. Markets weren't so happy with that. And with that, I will send it to Jim for an edge report.
Good afternoon, traders. Let's get right into it. Let's start with gold. We have a 10-minute chart up on the screen, intraday chart, as they say. That white line snaking through the chart is that session VWAP, volume weighted average price. And so I just wanted to put there, kind of measure where we're at against it, right? The line between buyers and sellers being in control, possibly. But before we get there, we have a series of swing highs. 1 swing high, 2 swing highs, 3 swing highs, and then our first lower swing high, right? And that first lower swing high just happened to correspond with previous session's high, and that's at 45.85. On the swing lows, we have a swing low, a higher swing low, kind of an even swing low, and then so far kind of an even swing low. Ignore that little ellipse right there. I'm not sure we're going to get there, but I'm ready to put it there once that low is in. So a couple things. We have a lot of support right around the bottom of the London IB, which corresponds pretty closely to the bottom of the U.S. initial balance. And not only that, we wick to it, and it's also pretty much equivalent to the bottom of the value area on the volume profile. So there's kind of 3 areas of interest all right there. So far, it's holding the support pretty nicely. Right now, though, we're just hovering around that VWAP right now, and it's really not a lot of direction here. So we'll see what happens here. Anything could happen. I don't think we're going to get a higher swing high, but that point of control here at 45.60 is kind of dominant. It's a nice point of control. It's a pretty one, and so that's a possibility. So I'm kind of framing the top side, but I'm not ruling out the idea of a lower swing low. Now, are we going to get down to Jacks 2 short of some, without any wild news in the news cycle? Probably not there either. So I'm framing my thoughts between just a little bit of a lower low and that point of control going forward here for the rest of the day. But we'll see what happens. It's been an interesting story with gold. If you want to look at the daily chart, we could do that. We're just sitting right below that ADMA, which is at 67-ish, give or take a couple ticks. So little baby body of the candle also with a decent sized shadow on top and a decent sized shadow on the bottom. So maybe this market is resting just a little bit. Let's shoot over to the E-mini S&P really quickly here. My guess is we're going to hear more about this market when we get to the main event, the trading the close. But, we're sitting right, we're above the weekly open, right? All right, Deli told us this morning, hey, track that weekly open, see where we go from there. I did that. I had a yellow line there. Weekly open was at 63.83. I know it's Monday. It's early in the week, but still, it's a weekly open. We're barely above it right now, and we have a huge, huge shadow on the top of this candle. Sellers are just said, nope. They rejected this idea of getting back to the November 21st, 2025 swing. There was a swing low, actually. Swing low, actually, right at that 23.6%. Not happening. Moving averages are just falling out of bed. We had that big cross, that 50 EMA and the 150 simple, and look at your RSI. It is about to go onto my keyboard. It's looking pretty sick. Intraday, let's go ahead and pop up that 10-minute chart and see what we got. We have a really dominant point of control, though, and I like it. Usually at the end of the day, you do see that convergence between the point of control and the VWAP, and we're seeing that right now around 64.280. But we're gaining separation between that VWAP and price right now. This is pretty bearish, rather. We're through Jacks 1. We have previous sessions lows here. We take that out, it could mean some more downside here into the overnight Asian initial balance. That's that red parallel lines on the left of my screen right there. Should things even break further bad, we got that Jacks 3 down here at 63.50 as a potential target. Now, are we going to get there? Who knows? knows? I don't know. But this is looking pretty bearish right this very second. We have another volume node, though. You got to pay attention to this guy. This guy right here is 64, even pretty close. It's 6401 to something like that. But right next to that, Jack's 1. So that's a popular level also. And remember that JP Collard thing is still being reset today and tomorrow. So that probably has something to do with this as well. Finally, the RSI is steady Freddy sloping down, just almost to that 30 level right now. That's not particularly helpful either if you are bullish. So that is this afternoon's Edge Report. We are ready for the main event, and we have 3 superstars with us today. We have Jack Gleason, we have XYZ, or J, depending on your alphabetic choice. And then we have Stowe 42 live from Pittsburgh. How you guys doing?
Doing good.
Awesome. I think we got to give the viewers a choice, between XYZ and J.
Same way I view the markets. You let them decide.
Let them decide. Right.
Let them decide.
One thing you could do in the future, though, is say, hey, I'm going to be like, I'll be XYZ if I'm bullish today. I'll be J if I'm bearish today. We can get a different color hat.
Like a bull hat and a bear hat?
Yeah, baby. I like that idea.
Well, I was bearish. Now I'm looking for longs. I don't know if it's a good idea, but...
Well, show us what you got cooking there, XY.
I think they have a decent chance of holding this as a low. I just want to be super careful about it. So I'm watching the tape. As long as there's a bid that's reloading, I'll watch this and see what I want to do. Maybe more size, or if the bid slips, I'll just cut this thing before it even tags the stop. I was short. I was short the 230s, looking for overnight low, and things really slowed down. So I ended up covering my short, regretfully. Because I think I'd rather be sitting with that right now than looking for a long, but here we are.
Yeah, you got a tight stop, though. You got a tight stop. You never know. I like it. All right, Jack, what are you thinking, buddy?
Man, I got downside targets, but I'm looking for a pop to sell into. I got a limit order at 22,269 in the NQ, which is just slightly above that swing high and really the lows we had taken out. So I think if we can get back up there, in the ES, it'd be like equivalent like 64.14, 64.16 zone. So if we can pop up there, I'd love to short. I'm anticipating lower targets at this point on a higher time frame, down at 22,090 for the NQ, and really all the way down at 63.25 for the ES. So that's my larger picture. Clearly every rally sold into right off the open, aggressive sellers. We had one period where their buyers attempted and then just rejected to new lows. And then the only position I have on right now, MCL with the tight stop. We made new highs in MCL and then failed to make another new high. So I'm thinking we can just rotate back to where the bid began, kind of looking near the 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock lows. And I have some staggered targets here with the stop just above the most recent swing high. And either going to trade up into my resistance levels in the NQs and get short, or maybe move down into my targets in CL.
Yep, got it. Love it. No, you said something that's, you said it quickly, but it's like one of the most important things that I think anyway. You said you're going to wait for a pop to a certain level before you get short, and then try to get short, right? And waiting means patience, right? Waiting means putting your hands in your pocket, resisting the impulse, not clicking the button, and waiting for what you feel is the best value or the best price. If you don't get it, you don't get it. But that is so important for this futures trading, day trading thing we do, that time and time again, I've fallen into the trap. Like, I ain't waiting anymore. It's not going back up there. I'm getting short now. And sure enough, I would have had a better fill. So I appreciate that advice. That's a really good comment.
Thanks.
Stowe.
Yes.
What are you thinking, buddy?
Well, I've been super bearish again, which is weird for me again. I am pressing into this low. I think the longer, I don't know if NQ's weekly open is trying to save ES here, but ES still has at least another 15 points to go until it touches its weekly open. Weekly open revisits on a Monday and Tuesday are extremely common. So I'm kind of playing for that at the moment. The rest of my stuff has kind of hit, except an overnight high or low getting run. But those are also very far away. So I think what I'd like to see is I would like to see XY's long work. And then I'll get stopped out. I'll see if Jack gets filled, and then I'll get filled on that short up there, and then we can all win as we take out overnight low. That's my plan. If I'm allowed to write it up like that.
I like it. Yeah, you incorporated everybody into your plan.
It's a decent script. It's a decent
Yeah, I'll take it.
All right, cool. Good.
But no hat today, Stowe. Your hair's looking a little deli-esque.
Yeah, it's getting big. It's getting long. And I've been spending all this time in the pool, and it's doing, the chemicals are getting weird. It's getting poofier. It's getting humid. I got to do something. I don't know.
You're swimming so fast, it's pushing the hair back like
Yeah, that's what's happening to my hairline, Jim. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Oh man. Any event, thank you guys. I'm going to speak directly to the audience and to the chat today. I appreciate everybody with the subscriptions. We did hit 200,000 today. Thank you everybody for subscribing to the channel. Very humbling for me personally, and I greatly appreciate it. So thank you for that. We're not done though. We got more milestones up ahead. So if you haven't yet, it's not too late. Hit the subscribe button.
250,000 next.
There we go. In any event, I'm going to dip into the chat, guys. Wish you the best of luck on any trades that you are in or might make later.
Thanks, Jim.
Thanks, Jim. Take care. All right, boys.
All right.
200,000 subs. Was that hit this morning? I just saw Shab said that in the chat, and I went and took a look.
Yep.
Cool.
Crazy. Oh, sick.
What do you got?
That's good. Cooper's coming to Miami. Good. Okay, cool. Well, I'm stoked to see you again, brother.
Well deserved.
That's awesome.
Well deserved, honestly.
Yeah.
Cooper's OG.
I agree. High chat participation makes me think there was some selection going on in the back end.
You'll never know.
Doesn't seem so random to me. No, I'm just kidding. I'm sure it was.
All right. XY's long.
No,
Jack,
I'm
you're just short MCL. No, you gave up?
No, I have lost faith in the longs up there. I think this tape is really fading here, buy side. Going back to my original idea, which is an overnight low trade.
It's far away, dude.
I mean, something happens here, which is my thought. So I just need to pick a side.
Yeah.
Really.
There's this dude, they've been doing the liquidity stuff on ES higher. So there's like 1,000 lot guy again up there floating around. They served as a magnet a couple times to go get their fills, but we've been coming back down off of them ever since. So
I mean, all day, all I've been doing is just following momentum on my DOM, like just scalping momentum, and it's been insanely profitable.
Yep.
I'm looking to do the same. It's a little slow now, so I'm waiting for some momentum to kick in. I think when we popped up a little higher, closer to 200s earlier, it just shifted entirely. So now that we're trading back below it, I'm waiting to see if any momentum picks up towards the downside. So some sell tape accelerating. I will probably put some more on, but for now, I'm just going to sit on with these. Keep a really narrow stop and look to scratch out if it starts to slow down and they inch upwards again. But I'm poking and prodding down here for sure.
Yeah, there was some big bars of trade, some momentums, couple 100-pointers. I mean, even at 11 o'clock, the really big, continuous one-directional moves outside of, mostly to the downside here today. Even but that move that really started around 10:45 that rotated us higher. I'm sure if you were looking at the DOM at that point in time, there was a nice rotation in the speed of the bid ask moving around, and then we just ripped up into the halfway back short, really from highs and rolled over from there. But the indexes are absolutely slowing down here, and that's why I'm being a little more patient with that offer higher.
I think I want to.
Looks like oil's rolling down now. Might get my first target off here.
Yeah, I have a because I'm doing the micro thing today. I do have a MCL long on just so I can kind of keep track of where CL's price is without having to look at a chart. So that's good.
Nice.
I've just have one lot sitting there. So that's, I mean,
I think I'm gonna try to look for short fills as it moves up here.
all right. Well, we got this dude at 03 in ES. So I'm gonna see what happens up there. And that's my basis on ES.
Let's see here. Just got front run by like a tick on that target for CL or on my first one. Someone's asked me a question in the chat. So can you explain your midpoints you come up with and how that uses prior day midpoint? So it is basically yesterday's middle of the day range. So if CL were well above it, but if I were to just spread this chart out on CL, the midpoint of the prior day in CL, move this over a little bit more, is all the way down at 96.66. And then, so that is yesterday's range divided by 2. And then if you were to take yesterday's range and draw 50% retracement from the middle of the prior day to the current high of the day, that's where I get this orange line, which I refer to as my upper mid in this case, which is just the distance between the middle of the prior day and the current high of the day. And one of the things I'll look for, like if I think, let's say I thought on a higher time frame, the indexes were bullish here today, which I don't think that, but they are at the lower mid of the day. So I think some of the best trades come from when you have a higher time frame bias, and then you're on the opposite side of that point of the chart. So if we were, above the, or for example, if I'm actually bullish the higher time frame. If we were below the mid in CL, I'd be much more inclined to long it because we're below the middle of the prior day. But that's how those are calculated and a little bit about how I use them.
Tried to fill another one here. Might have to fill some lower.
I'm gonna wait. I got out. I feel like I'm in the hole down here.
Well, we are in the hole for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still short that MES, but only 3. I've taken 2 off. So if it wants to go, it can go. But I'm done trying to position in NQ up here. I'm gonna wait for 250, 260s. I don't hate what Jack was talking about with that. To use your seat analogy, XY, I kind of feel like my seat is in the parking lot next to a porta potty. So
you're tailgating. Got it.
Yeah, I'm definitely tailgating. It's cold. The grill isn't working.
Everyone's getting anxious.
Oh, we need some jams. There we go. Oh, my music turned off. All right, there we go. Now we're partying.
Yeah, I mean, crude going to 200. I would think, is that a possibility, or more? I would phrase that question: what would need to happen for crude to go to 200? And
a lot of buyers.
Well, yeah, a lot of buyers, but like more like on a fundamental basis, like if the war wiped out all the refineries in the Middle East, sure, crude at 200. But I don't think currently with the damage that's been done, crude's going to 200. But I mean, there's other different types of oil, because there's like, I'm not an oil expert, but there's, I think the Oman oil, which whatever that is, was up near 190, maybe even above 200, but those are different than the US based light sweet crude. So I don't know. I mean, I hope not. I think my tank on my car is 33 gallons. So if crude goes to 200, I might have to get a Tesla.
It's a big tank, bro.
Yeah, it's huge.
The gas tank size in the 2010 Toyota Prius is 11 gallons, in case anybody was curious. Yeah. And even I'm feeling the pinch.
Ooh.
Yeah. I was like, ouch. I'm over, dude. Anytime I see a 3, like an increment of 30 or above when I'm putting gas in the Prius, I'm like, this sucks. What's going on?
I'd love to see a 3. Let's hope oil doesn't get to 200 though, for many different reasons.
I'm not the only one short NQ, right? You guys?
I got nothing.
I'm
Yeah.
not an NQ. I don't want to do it right now. It's not that I don't like it, because I love it. I'm just short ES. And
okay.
if NQ wants
Okay.
to break, it's going to drag my dude with it. So,
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I'll tell you what, I'm bearish NQ. I just don't have an entry right now.
It's really hard. Yeah. Right now, I mean, best I can do is parking lot seats. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Best I can do for
Standing
you.
room only.
Yeah, I mean, we're just hanging out down here.
I think if we could just crack the low, we'll start making a pretty good run towards overnight low. There's a lot of bid here, so my thing is, if we do crack a low, we finally chewed through the bid.
There you go.
And I mean, yeah, overnight low, no overnight high. We've been working lower. Volume is building lower here.
Yeah. They're just going to make this low as poor as humanly possible, run away from it, and then take it out.
That's a good script. It's a good script.
It's got to
happen now, though. I mean, it's like the third movie already. You know what I mean? Like, well, how many more?
Yeah.
It's not Fast and the Furious.
Well, I have ulterior motives to my trading today. So it
I'll
might
cover
mean
one
that
at a new low. 1 out of my 5, which is like, should I even bother covering one then?
I saw that thing going around a bit on the internet about micros and how professional traders don't use micros. And so I've got a small chip on my shoulder today to be in this micro thing. I don't know. I just saw it floating around.
I covered 2. I lied. Don't ever trust a scalper. But I'm looking. I got 3 left.
Oh, look at that guy, Mr. 92. I'll cover in front of that. You see that?
I ain't even scared of that guy, Stowe. Get him out of my game.
1,800 lots.
Get this guy out of my game.
Please go fill this dude and slam the door behind him. That's what I want. 63.92 and a quarter. You don't have an ES Dom up there.
What is that? What 92 and oh, he's right here.
Yeah.
There's a lot of buying happening right here.
See him in a second.
Get killed.
Why don't I move the chart over that has the position that I'm in? How about that?
Okay, so where is this guy looking for a fill still?
He's gone.
He pulled or he got filled?
He pulled.
Yeah, I don't see any big size on ES on the footprint.
63.92 and a quarter just had 1,800 lots on resting.
Yeah, you're about to crack that prior day low there in the ES2. That's down at 63.89. So
overnight low NQ's got to trade. Overnight low ES. Well, it's even further.
Yeah, 63.60. We haven't even gotten to the weekly open yet.
No, we spent enough time consolidating there that the first bar through. I think you can let her.
Where's weekly open
on
ES?
you.
63.80. Jim said he had it at 63.83, so I don't know if my chart's incorrect. It might be, but around there.
That is a ways lower.
Yeah.
I'm hoping to get a third off here and Q, and then hopefully try to trail 2. Be really greedy about it. So
are we allowed to be this consecutively short and have it work?
We'll let the market decide.
Because
not in most markets, that's for sure.
Okay.
This is not most markets. Yeah, I mean, I haven't seen a daily chart look this bad in a long time.
Dude,
Same.
You know
Same.
what? That was my thought today too for NQ. The daily candle that's developing is disgusting. So yeah, it kind of was like, all right, I think we really do tag overnight low because we went halfway to the prior one and volume cannot do anything above the upper half of last candle.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, I think we're probably eventually going to retrace the 50% of the April low of last year in the NASDAQ before we truly find a bottom. That's all the way down to your 21,400 area. Would not be surprised to see that trade. That's another, almost 2,000 points below where we currently are.
You telling me I should remove my limit orders?
Yeah, if you want to hold it for 2 months. I don't know. Could be a month. Could be the end of the month.
Could be today.
We need some panic. This isn't even panic.
Well,
this
they had
you know?
meteors.
No,
No,
the meteor will do it. The meteor will do it. We got to get one to land,
there's
though.
meteor news.
Yeah. If you guys didn't hear, meteors are coming.
You heard it here first, NT Live.
Jim breaking the news.
Did I just cover this here?
Yeah, so in case anybody was worried about like paying their electric bill or anything, just like forget about it, dude. Meteors. Don't sweat it.
Yeah, they're not gonna. You just gotta hope the meteor comes before the collection agency. It's kind of a risky bet there.
I'm running a tight trail on 2 lots right now. Please just die.
It's not gonna.
I know.
It refuses
dude,
to do
so
it.
much buying. I just covered the third because I'm like, well, I'm not gonna do this over 6 points, 8 points. I'll just cover it here, and then
Yeah.
I'm like, well, I can't let the other 2 run all the way back either. Or can I? I mean, hey.
I know I can. That's for sure.
No, I could always just, if they take me, I could just get short again whenever it slows down. There's just a lot of selling going on here, and I think if they do pop it, it's gonna go quite a bit. So I don't want to hold all that open profit.
You got some nice gains on the board. Great short location though. That was really about.
I was in the stadium at least.
Yeah.
All right, they tagged me out on the trail. Let's see if they can pop this up. 180s maybe.
I'm a little disturbed. I came 1 tick from at least a target, and now this position's moving back to my entry. I don't really want to.
Yeah, I'm using my micro crude long as
come on.
I see it in profit. So for those reasons, I'm going to hold this ES short. I don't know if this is the most ridiculous way I've ever tried to trade.
It would be such a good opportunity for a re-offer if they pop it up, but oh, man, I don't think they will. I'll just start legging this.
I added.
Yeah, I'm getting back in the shorts.
I'm going to get out at like 96 though. Yes. If it pops up back up in this node.
Yeah, I'm going to take this off if they trade close to the 180s and then maybe see reshort there, but I got to get seated. Got to get seated. Everybody take your seats.
Yes.
Stowe, what are the instruments you can trade in the competition?
ES or MES, MNQ, you can trade 5 lots of each of those. And then I think micro, silver, gold, and crude.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't bother to put a silver or gold thing up. I just put up MGC or MCL. But I think you can do metals too.
Got it. Yeah. Gold at a pretty large range from overnight low, the high, almost 200 points. If you trade 5 contracts, 200 points on GC or MGC is quite a move.
Yeah. Yeah, there's been five
Who's
micros
trading
on.
5 gold contracts?
No, 5 at micros. But even still, 5 micros
that's
is
insane.
like, with the way gold's moving, 5 micros, that's a multi-$1,000 trade. Yeah, I don't know what the position limits on that. If it's 5, is it 5 as well for everything, or?
XY, I have a question to read you from the chat, but I don't want to interrupt your
I haven't
focus.
even looked at chat. I'm like,
I know.
I'm
That's
locked
why
in.
I know.
Locked in like it's Jim's basement. Why? What are they saying?
They said, XY, how do you have the confidence to short the lows?
No fear. It's not confidence. It's the lack of fear. Well, so what if I'm wrong? I'll take a stop. So what? The
Yep.
way I see it is there are certain spots where there's going to be a move, and that's where you really want to flip that coin. If you're on the right side, you'll get paid very well. If you're on the wrong side, just get out. And that's how you trade. You look for those spots where something's going on, a decision's going to be made. Choose a side. One side of the coin will pay you more than the other side takes from you. And you keep running that same thing over and over and over. I don't think it's the low. It's the current low. But I don't think it's the low. It's the same thing as trend days up. The market's moving up. You're going to have to buy the highs or just don't buy at all. But it's the high for now, right? If it doesn't work, just get out. It's fine. Like right now, I'm just getting out of the trade. No harm, no foul. I still think we do have more downsides, but that could have been it. It wasn't. We'll find another spot. Make sure you're getting out of the trades though. Don't hold it.
Are we all three old enough to have owned a no fear hat?
I'm old
Yeah.
enough to know it.
Okay.
I haven't. I never bought No Fear.
I
though.
mean, gosh, what was that, like 4th grade? Is that like a skateboarding thing? I'm trying to.
No, it was just a badass thing.
yeah,
it
it was
wasn't
kind of like
anything.
skateboard. Yeah, it was like skating.
Yeah, I thought it had to do with like a skater brand, but
It was like
I mean,
it's
maybe
like
it did, I don't know.
Thrasher was a brand. No Fear.
DC, Spitfire.
My favorite was World Industries. I was a big
Oh yeah,
Flamboy and Waterboy.
Waterboy.
Wet Willie.
Yeah.
Wet Willie.
That's
Yeah.
what it was. Yeah.
yeah. I had a couple boards.
I never had a World
Ah,
Industries board.
If you weren't wearing skate shoes, your feet didn't develop properly. Those wide toe.
All those tongues, those big old tongues too.
Yeah, a couple rip them up on from trying to do kick flips. Had to get the shoe glue. Do you guys ever do shoe glue?
Yep.
Oh yeah,
Oh, man, talk about
dude, I totally
nostalgia.
forgot about shoe glue, man.
Yeah, we didn't buy new shoes. We just glued our shoes together. Could you imagine kids that even thought of gluing their shoe together these days? Because they
Like, what are you doing?
Because they wore them doing something physical outdoors? Absolutely not.
Just looking at them like, you think that's gonna work? Why would you ever think that's gonna work?
Shoe glue. Might have to pick up a nice new pair of Osiris's. I feel like, or CCS magazine. Did you guys get that?
Is Osiris still around? They had like the thickest tongues of all the skate shoes too. I think it was Osiris. Mega thick.
True story. I have only wore low top Converse All Stars since 1st grade, and I did try to skateboard briefly, and it ripped the entire side off of my shoe when I tried to ollie. So that was the end of that. My skateboarding career
Dang,
was
even
cut,
just trying to
cut
ollie,
short.
not even like a kick flip. It ripped it.
Yeah, no, it just shredded the whole side off. So I was like, okay, well, I can't live like this.
I need real skate shoes, or I need to quit skating.
Yep. So I chose Converse, I guess.
Wait, so what'd you do? You quit skating?
Yeah. No,
That's
I just started playing guitar. I found other ways to be.
Were you a
cool.
rollerblader?
No.
I
Nope.
mean, skating required you to do quite a bit of trespassing. I don't know if it was just me, but
True.
For
that
sure.
was a downside for sure. You want to get like good access to places to do certain things. You gotta trespass.
Crimes.
Do a little trespass.
Crimes, yeah.
Little crime.
It's a little bit. And then you're like
Yeah.
waxing people's curbs, which, as you get older, you're like, I could see how that could piss people off. Yeah.
Sure.
When you're younger, it's like, dude, we're just trying to skate, man. Like, how about you relax?
Yep.
Unk. Now you're just like, yeah, that is. Man, I was an asshole.
It's weird how fast you go from why can't I be on your lawn as a kid to seriously get off of my lawn? Where are your parents? It's weird.
Get your mom on the phone,
Full
son.
circle, Stowe. Full circle.
Yep. I try really hard to remember the total psycho that I was as a kid, so I can give my kids some slack. But it's hard. It's hard.
Yeah, I don't see. I live in a city, so if I'm telling somebody to get off my lawn, it's usually get off my stoop, and they're probably homeless. So I don't feel as bad about it.
And that's a little different.
Smoking something that
Yeah.
smells bad.
That's a little different.
Yeah,
All right.
not
Well,
too many kids are unsupervised running around where I am.
we got to make a new low off of this, right? It's only right, I guess.
Looking like it's going to. Quick push down after just a slight pop there. I mean, what did we get off the low? 53s, 50 points or so off that low.
ES looks like they want to do a little more poking and prodding at that low. Just don't know
We're
when.
just going to trap a few more longs into thinking this is a low, then run it through Friday's low.
I guess they're not going to fill my order.
Oil's moving up. Rolling right back over.
I will stick to 3 lots. They're just going to miss my TP. That's cool. It's very legal. I'll do a little bit of negotiating.
Can you haggle on the Dom?
I think so. I mean, I'm doing a little bit of haggling right now. I see like 160. I get it. All right. No one wants to sell below 160s right now. Maybe I'll. All right. Fine. Nah, you know what? Forget it. No, I'm feeling spiteful now. We're going new low.
Spiteful is important.
New low or it's break even there. Sorry, chat.
I don't know. Wait them. See if they patch up this auction at 94 and a quarter.
They can do what they want as long as they trade overnight low. I think it has to be done at this point. Like, and usually when I think something has to be done, it's the opposite. So, chat, be careful. Play shortstops at 150, move to BE. What kind of insanity is that? What account size do you, this is the funniest thing. What account size do you trade to be able to size up? This is a very arbitrary question.
I'm
I
not
would
sure I
say
understand.
a decent,
You're talking about like a
rule of
prop?
thumb is like $10,000 per mini. 1,000 per micro.
Yeah, I think full margin on a micro is like $1,600, something like that.
Well, obviously depends on the micro, but yeah.
Yeah, for ES, I mean, or for MES. I haven't looked. Actually, I'm not sure about NQ. It's probably more. Maybe it's double.
Oh yeah, it's more. It's more than the ES.
Oh my God, did I snipe it? I'm short right here. Are you short too, XY? Are we short the actual hole?
My average is 183. I told you I wanted short in the 180s.
I did a silly game with ES there. It had on that push, it had a tiny empty auction at 94 and a quarter, and we came back up and patched it. So then I got in.
I wanted to fill
NQ
like at
when
least
that
5
happened.
lots, but I only got 3.
Oh my God, send this to 0 already. Good Lord.
That's a little dramatic.
I thought it was supposed to be quickly rewarding to be a bear.
That's how you know, like you're just like you're in your head when you think something's supposed to be. It's like, oh, you're about to get so cooked. Every time I think something's supposed to happen, I'm trading it, dude. I get mega. That's why I'm like, dude, we gotta trade overnight low. It's supposed to be overnight low. So I'm like, should I fade that? But no, I'm not going to.
As price rips immediately to overnight high.
Yeah.
Yep.
Overnight, you said? Oh, best we can do is overnight high. This guy keeps telling me to get more shorts at 150. They're absolutely the hell not.
Yeah, I mean, there's no sign of any strong buyers here. They just cannot hold this.
I'll add the 150s if we get a re-offer in the 150s, but I'm not sell stopping on 150. You're crazy. It's not about how much money you can make on a trade. It's how much risk you're putting on a trade. That's how you really make it in the game. And
I've never
at 150, dude, where's my stop even? Who knows?
I've never done that momentum thing. I know that people have done that, like put
Breakouts. I do that all the time.
sell stops lower. Do you put sell stops low and buy stops
I
high?
don't do stops though.
Okay.
I'll play that like early in the morning, dude. It was painful. I was so long the 380s all the way up
Okay.
here before this break because I was long the way up and I'm down to like 1 or 2 lots and I'm like, I think this really breaks. So I'm like from 1 lot back into 6 lot with 6 lots of like a 390 average. That's a friggin' breakout trade.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm ready to cut it, right? Anywhere close to like 380, I'm cutting it. But I'll do that if the momentum's there. That bid was aggressive, super, super, super aggressive. So I did that. But
Yeah.
today I've been chasing the Dom up and down, scalping like just 20, 25 points, and then the rest will go where they go. And it's been super profitable because the tape in the morning was mega erratic. You would see it push one way, and if it falls under any kind of volume and the tape starts to really speed up, like the Dom starts to speed up, we're moving at least 20 points in that direction. So I'm just hammering it in and this is definitely March 30th is my biggest profit day in March. Just chasing the Dom.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot. End of the month.
And I just been chasing the Dom. Nothing, no big moves. I think the biggest TP I had was like maybe 55 points.
I haven't watched the chat. Have they been talking about where the C word strikes are located?
Caller.
You want to
I don't know if chat has. They're still trying to convince me to sell 150s.
Are we under them? No, I don't care. I care
really
as much
telling me to sell
as they
150s.
care about those strikes because I don't think they care.
I could look.
I'll sell
just-
150s if we trade well below it and pull back into it, but I'm not going to sell stop it.
I just don't know. Yeah, so I do the same thing. Obviously, you've seen me yeet into a bunch of longs, specifically in momentum, but I've never been able to like plan that trade enough to be like, I'm going to put a limit here so that if this explodes, I explode on the way out with it. Like I've never been able to think about the trade like that.
I'm not a big fan of breakout trading.
Yeah,
If I'm
you
doing
need a
something like
different-
that, I'm adding on to it. But 150s is a price that hasn't traded all day. I have no reference.
Yeah,
So
you need
it's different.
specific market type for that, in my opinion. But yeah,
Yeah.
as far as SPY has a lot of open interest at the 630 strike, and that's basically close to where the overnight low was in the ES. So let me get you the equivalent. I'll get you the equivalent level. The equivalent level converted to the 630 SPY strike converted to ES is 63.67 quarter, I believe. So if you convert the SPY over to, so we'll see if we can get down there, and that's still a bit of ways away. But that would be the next level of major open interest in the SPY, at least. The SPX does have a large open interest here at the 63.50, and we're trading 63.48s in the SPX.
Okay.
And then the Q's 55.5 or 555 is the next level of open interest, and we're at 558.60s, 558.70s. So really nothing that I would be looking at. And the Q's for a while, the only thing we'll probably trade here today is that 60.30 in the ES, which lines up with, once again, 63.67 area. So that'll be something to look for.
Just want to note
ES
that if
trades.
I had a sell stop at 150, I would have seen 149 trade and be 10 points in heat instantly. Just want to point that out.
Yep.
And then when it works, and be like, see, I told you. XY was a long.
I did take
380.
profit right in front of that also.
Yeah, I took profit in the 150 something. I don't know.
So Aman, I'm looking just at larger open interest levels on the SPX and the SPY for the ES, and then there's formulas you can use that can convert, because obviously, like, they're not in lockstep. They don't trade the same price. SPX is 63.46 right now. ES is 63.90. SPY is 66.32. But there's a formula that you can use to convert different levels from one market to the other, because they're technically all the same market, just different derivatives of the market.
I like that 15-minute bar that just closed, at least. I'm like looking for confirmation bias for the short right now.
Alvin says, do you guys standardize risk or do you trade dynamic sizing? If so, how do you approach how to size? Jack, do you want to go first? You use ATR a lot, right?
Yeah, I use standardized risk unless, like, if I'm running hot, like I'm just hitting everything, I will bump my risk up. But I'm usually at like $500 of risk per trade, and then I calculate my stop size. Of course, I will move my stops around as the trade develops, but I will calculate my stop size based on a 1.5 ATR. And then depending on how big that ATR is, because that average range is constantly in a state of change, determines how many contracts I'm taking to get that equivalent same risk level. But if I'm like trading super hot, like my best market is just a clean uptrend, because downtrends have a lot more back and fill. Like you've probably noticed this for the last few weeks, there's like really fast spikes up and then like quick moves lower. It's not quite the same in a long trend. I think long trends are easier to trade. So I'll, if I'm running hot and just hitting super high win rates, I'll maybe increase my size. But other than that, I just stick with the same risk per trade, and then size my position accordingly.
Sweet. Yeah, same. I tend to risk about, $250 on each trade. It just happens to be, however many minis or micros I play. I stick to the same stop size unless we get into an environment where it really starts to not work. We opened with VIX 30 today, and it didn't seem like I needed to expand, so I didn't today. 30 is usually the cutoff where I start to needing to get into maybe an 18-point stop. But I'm always adjusting. Obviously, if I'm using wider stops, I'm widening my targets. I'm using less position size, that sort of thing. So, but yeah, I try to keep it all in the same family so you're not getting over your skis.
Mine is, I'm a P&L trader. I risk based off of how much money it's going to cost for me to afford these amount of points. So I'm looking on the DOM. I think I need 12-point risk. I want to keep it under 2K. If I do go above 2K risk, I better really like the trade. That's when you're seeing me hammer anything above 6 lots. I really like what's going on and I'm willing to risk it. And if I'm above 6 lots, I'm going 7, 8, 9, but those have a much tighter stop. Those I'm approaching it as, okay, if the market trades these prices again, which is adding in heat technically, I'll buy those tickets because those are cheaper. I still like the idea. The market offers me cheaper tickets to the idea. I'll buy it. It's a risk reward thing, right? And if I'm in 6 and it's running and I want to get more, it's got to be really strong momentum. But I will add higher and then use the profits that I have unrealized as a buffer for the risk. Everything I do is risk focused. I am so hyper risk focused. I cannot overstate it. It doesn't matter what the trade can potentially get. If you tell me, like the sell stop 150s, do I think we'll trade lower? Sure. That's why I'm trading for overnight low. But what is my risk if I am at 150s as my seat? I have no idea. So I don't care if it falls to 20K. I don't have anything for that. It's not my trade. Some traders, they'll use a 50-point stop with this, that. I don't find that it's good for me because generally if the trade's not working out, best for me to just cut it and be wrong and just, hey, look, you're too early, you're this, you're that, forget it. Because there's so many times in the past I held on to a trade, and even if it works 30 minutes later and you're just holding on to heat, it's kind of I could have just cut this 20 minutes ago.
Yeah.
And got better entries up here. Right? So after that, having that happen so many times, like, dude, why don't you just stop doing that? Just literally stop doing that. The market doesn't agree with you here and now. Just take it for what it is. Win or loss, it doesn't matter. So, earlier the question's like, how can I have confidence shorting the lows like this? Well, if it's not going to work now, I'm just going to get out. But I think this is the low for now. And I think this is going to crack. Right? I see a tape that's fading, a bid tape that's really fading. And, people be like, oh, but you might take a stop out. Like, who cares? I take a stop out all the time. How much
it's
is it
not
going to cost?
You don't get dinged, on your scorecard for taking stops.
Right. Like I
There's no
see
bonus
everything
points
as
for perfect.
opportunity and opportunities. Opportunity by opportunity by opportunity. It's not winning and losing and winning and losing. And I want to win, lose, win. I don't care. Honestly, I do not care. I am so price agnostic. Just want to look at my risk. I want to measure that. What's the potential reward? And I'm just going to spam that same thing over and over and over. And what do you know? Month by month, you make money. But I am so unconcerned. I don't even know if that's a word. I have so little concern about
Unbothered.
wrong or right. The only thing is opportunity. How much is it going to cost? And how good is it really? Doesn't matter where, when, who's watching. I mean, I don't know, there was a day last week I took like $3,000 in losses. Whatever. It happens. It's just edge. There's variance. There's all this and that.
It's a lot of Panda Express, though.
You have to break free from right and wrong. We're just trying to exploit an edge. Easy to say, hard to do. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Oh, I have this is good. I have a Jack question. Because I think I know the answer to XY, but I'm going to ask XY too. So as you approach your target, how do you deal with the range closing to your target? How do you approach that risk? And do you start to take off in front of your target if you see things turning against you? Like, for example, I'm in this thing right now. What made me think of it, I got short the whole at 165. I'm looking for overnight low. This trade was good up here when I had, 60 points to overnight low. But as I get closer to overnight low, that expectation gets cut in half, right? So I saw a buyer, so I took a contract off. Do you do anything like that with your target calculation?
There's what you'd like to do and there's what you do, right? Sometimes they're different. Like I just kind of ran into that example here because I was short CL and we literally, it almost looks like it ticked my exit, but we came like a tick away or something on my MCL. And then immediately we're kind of back my way. I wish I would have taken some off, but I didn't react that way. And it kind of happened so quick that I wasn't really, and then the trade was just the same. So I normally stagger targets. Like I have a shorter target just to kind of take a little off, assuming I'm directionally correct. I like to be, of course, we all like to be directionally correct. But if I can take a little off, I do move stops down more than I move targets down. And, really just depends on the speed of the reversal that happens, because sometimes it happens so fast you don't have time to react. Another thing that I pay attention to is just like what we're doing. Like when we broke down, so when we started making that new low at 245, like if I was short the indexes, I like to wait. I'm like, all right, well, we just cracked lows of the day. There's not an ounce of strength, it looks like, in this market that hasn't been sold into. So I kind of pay attention to how long I'm in the trade as opposed to like the points, because every bar is going to be somewhat random, and so I try not to confuse myself or try to dictate that I understand what every minute or every bid or every rotation is gonna be. Instead, I just give it a certain amount of time to move. And if we're stalling 25 minutes later, then I'll be like, all right, I'm taking it off. But like, since we cracked down, we're only about 10 or 15 minutes into the new low of the day. I'm just like, I'm gonna see how far this goes based on time as opposed to price. But if we start getting close to your targets, then really the only thing I think outside of trailing, it's so hard to just say you're just going to rip it right off.
Yeah.
If you're in multiple contracts, taking port partial off, I think it is a good move. But, if you're only in one, that's kind of hard to manage a multi-exit.
All right, interesting. XY, I feel like
You
I
know
could
my
do
either.
either side for
It's
yours
like
because I've
if
seen
you're
you do both
close,
things.
if you're close, it's like, am I like just say I'm 20 points away, right?
Yeah.
My entry, my stop would be like 80 points higher. I'm not risking 80 for 20. You're out of your goddamn mind, right? So that's just how I am. But I think it's baked into my system because I naturally trade a high R, right? So the only thing is, what's my stop? Let's just say it's 10 points. And I'm already like 50 points in, 60 points in. Like, okay, well, the idea stretches 100 points. If I take it now, you could, on one hand, you could be like, dude, you're cutting your whole idea short half. But for me, it's like, well, the probability is highest right now to just get that 5R or 4R, whatever R. I don't even look at R, honestly. It's
Right.
just, you obviously you get paid more to win than you lose when you lose, but it's easier for me to operate that way because as you know, as you give the market more chances to find the counterparty, that's exactly what you're doing. You're giving them increased chances to find that counterparty that's going to go against your trade. I don't like to do that so much. If the market is moving in a way where every time the counterparty steps in, like I can see them like getting demolished, yeah, of course. I'll happily just let it go or trail any of this. But if I'm close to a TP, like the idea, and this TP now, like getting flat now means I can turn off the chart, I'm going to turn off the chart. As
Okay.
quickly as I am to hate a trade, oh my God, as soon as I clock in, I just want to clock out. It's weird, right? Because you gotta love the game, and I love the game. You guys can see it in the way I articulate it, in the content that I make, the way I speak to you guys, to everyone, like my thoughts. I love the game, but damn, I can't wait to get off the game too.
Yeah.
It's a weird
Well,
thing.
so
Melody
how
of
do you?
man.
I've seen you do both things. So sometimes I'll see you trail a partial stop. I've seen you do that.
Yeah.
But you also say, if I've got a good seat, I'm not moving this to break even because this might be the best seat I get today.
Right. Also,
So,
it's also baked in because by the time it's proven to me that it's a good seat, I probably had a lot of size and it's all taken off. And I've
okay.
made so much in profits, it's inconsequential now. Like I actually don't care. So it's easier to hold when you're sitting in a position where I don't care. Do what you do. I've staked my claim on the idea. Fail me or slap me in the face.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's different. That's an easier mentality for me to hold a trade with. When by the time it's like this is a great seat, it's like I've already made plenty on it. So I could
Yeah.
sit here and act all macho about it. But before that, it's like, hey, look, I don't know, man. I need to take this money off the table. That's just the reality. That's how I am. Right now, like if it trails me out here and it goes overnight low, hey, so be it. We're close enough. We finally got, I mean, how many short scalps? I don't know. I've been scalping all day, so I'm happy with whatever.
I think this is often something that is like seems easier to accomplish than it actually is. There's actually a lot of discretion that goes on when deciding what it's like the closer you get to your target. It's not black and white, but it's often taught and explained in a really black and white way. Like we all just did. Like XY does two opposite things depending on what's happening in the day. And so does Jack, kind of like depends on
Yeah.
how long it's been, you know? So I don't know. When people are building their process, and like this is a big part of it because like when you take profit, when you add, when you're wrong is almost the whole game. And so like as we get closer to my target, I don't know, my R is getting worse the closer I get to
It's
that.
dynamic, right? That's how I
Yeah.
see it. The risk is dynamic. But I think one of my peeves is when people approach something so personal as risk management,
Yeah.
even during, your execution, when they approach it with such black and white statements. This is my way's the best and everyone else is dumb and don't listen to them or you trust me, bro. Like I don't think there is a best way. Maybe statistically, maybe quantitatively, But let's be honest, none of us are capable of that. I think I've found my success.
Speak for yourself. I'm listening to a new quant podcast, and pretty soon I'm gonna know what a
Gonna
VIX
eat your words.
term structure is, or whatever the volatility wiggle.
Yeah, it's whatever's best for you. I found my stride, and I made very, very big strides when I finally accepted my personality and what's going to work for me and what's not, no matter who said what. Everything with a grain of salt, guys, even on this show. What's best for me or Stowe or anybody else might be horrible for you.
Yeah,
I think it's something I believe in so much that at the very first page of my playbook, I say that exactly. What you're about to read might help you, or it might be the worst thing for you ever.
I also change what is best for me almost constantly. So it's never that set in stone. I've had to completely adjust the way that I even look at the market the last month, and it is working, but it was kind of like I had to stand on my head in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
And that was uncomfortable. I had fun doing it because I'm a psycho and I love the game, but you got to be willing to do that uncomfortable, weird stuff if you want to be able to
at least
evolve.
try it.
Yeah.
I've tried everything under the sun. Like I've tried so many different strategies and doing this and that, and like you just have to try it. At least, the very least, you'll be like, yeah, this definitely doesn't work, or it doesn't work for me, and it's garbage, and I hate it. But at least now you know.
Yep. I don't know about you guys. I have never tried a new thing and not taken something away from it. Ever.
Yeah, yeah, I could say the same. Because at the very least, it's like, yeah, now I know this definitely doesn't work.
Yeah.
Or trying to like trying to do scalps this way or this that way, or this guy said this and he gets so many payouts of this, and I'm like, yeah, that ain't gonna work. I'm sorry.
Yep.
But you know, maybe it works for them, doesn't work for you. It's whatever. They finally gonna get this overnight low.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm cracking it right here.
290 lots. Get out of the way.
They shut the door behind them too. Boy, that's been happening a lot.
Weekly open ES.
Yep, we're good there.
is Where?
10 more points to that SPY level. I don't know if it's going to matter or not, but
I like that because I like 6370 also. So we can put those both together, and I will like both of them.
Dude,
That's my plan.
KTV 305 is the ultimate bear. To add more. He's not even TP. He's adding more.
add more.
23K, dude. I hope he gets it, honestly. Like this, he's been short since sell stop 150s, and he's adding more here.
All right, we just gently spoke to the overnight low in NQ, and there was certainly a buyer came in and lifted 68 lots at 93 and a quarter.
All right, look,
I've
this
moved,
just in.
I've moved my offer down a bit here, but of course there's been no rally to fill it. So you guys keep holding, I guess. It's
This
off
just
without
in.
me.
What? How many viewers are we at? Who can see it? Anyone? Can anyone see it?
We are at 922.
I hear very, very reliable source, the most reliable source. Everybody
Let's go.
asks me all the time, how do I find my reliable sources?
Let's go.
Fantastic source. If we break 1K, it's going to be big merch giveaway bonanza.
Really?
What we need
Bonanza.
you to do is go on
I might
your
have added the
Twitter,
last part.
go on your
but-
Twitter, go on your Facebooks, post the link that you're watching right now, and tell everybody to come join.
It's a sales bonanza.
Yes. Let's go. Production, give me Freebird. I'm pretty stoked I got to that spot.
Everything's okay
Thank
now.
you.
We got
So
overnight low.
fast.
All is well in the world.
All
If
right.
you could also bring up forgot about Dre for me too. I was thinking about maybe
Two?
working
You
that
want
into
two?
some-
No, you're gonna have to earn that. I mean, what are we doing? I want to.
While
wanna
we
see
were
this merch
talking,
giveaway.
somebody asked, I want to go back to this because this was, okay, this Chi-Town LP guy said, this is, I mean, because we just got to overnight low. So I want to answer your question. Given what is happening right now at this point, what would convince you to go for a long scalp once we hit overnight low? What would be a good low? a massive flush and a long-tailed wick candle. Just because you're getting to a spot doesn't mean you should take a long there unless you see something happen. And I would say, like, whether I was short or not, when we got down here, 10 lots sold right to the tick. We barely bounced off of it, and price just kept selling into it. So you need not just a good low, you need to see some sort of reaction. And I would say you also have to have some context within the day of, I mean, we're clearly puking our brains out right now. It's not necessarily the time to be a hero, just at a very obvious MGI level.
So, like in this case, like when you're breaking down, it's very strong selling. I don't think you even need to be a hero. So don't pick the bottom, let the bottom pick itself. And just a rule of thumb that I have is a 25-minute swing low, meaning the low needs to be put in, and then we need to hold that low for a minimum of 25 minutes, or then maybe even take out a swing high. So that's going to prevent you from, trusting your levels too much, because they're kind of irrelevant when the market is aggressively selling. You want to be trading on the direction of the trend, but your level isn't going to determine the trend. It could be a potential like that 67 I had, it is a SPY open interest level. Is it enough to turn the market? I don't know. But if we stick this 63, 67 here and stop selling in the ES, start, taking out that swing high, or at least trading back into that prior day high. But right now, I mean, you got oil breaking out on highs of the day, indexes at their lows of the day, just to stick your neck out on and decide that you're going to buy it. You need to have some type of secondary confirmation that makes you want to trade in that direction. Do not go and pick a bottom.
Oh, whoa. My oil long got filled. That's wild. That's crazy. I got filled at 104. I'm an oil trader now, boys.
Let's go.
Big oil guy, huh?
Big oil guy.
You know what you have to do. Name all of them.
I do know a couple of them because I follow
oil. Oil.
There's some woman on Twitter that I follow who's really fun. Her name's Tina. She's a quant, I think. No, she's not. She trades volatility though. There's Brent. There's one in Texas, right? There's like MTI or something.
Man. There's Oman.
Yeah, Oman is Tracy did jump in with that. I forgot.
Yeah.
I didn't want to interrupt us, but yeah, Oman is the Dubai benchmark. Okay, here comes ES's overnight low. Maybe.
Looks like it. Looks like it's about 2 seconds away the way we're trading. We're not even close to the VIX futures overnight high, which is kind of interesting, being through the overnight low here. We're through the overnight low in the NQ and approaching it in the ES, but we're trading 26.70 in the VIX futures market with the overnight high at 29.30.
What time is it? Oh, you got 45 minutes still?
Morphin time.
All right. Morphin. XY, I was not allowed to watch the Power Rangers. I'll have you know.
Wow.
Yep.
Well, why is that?
No, I don't know. Violence.
I shouldn't have been allowed.
I had to go to my friend's house to watch wrestling, Ninja Turtles, Power Rangers. Also listen to any sort of hip hop in the 90s. That was all over my friend's house. I'm glad I had that friend. I hope everybody else did too.
Yeah. That one friend's parents didn't care about R-rated movies.
Yep. Exactly.
Yeah, I wonder how that friend's doing right now.
I know where mine is. He is in jail for real.
Oh, really? No way.
Yes. Yep. He is totally in jail. No,
life?
not for life. No. He just stole a little bit of money from his job at a sandwich shop. So yeah, he's just in like medium jail. It's not medium
jail, not quite prison.
Not prison though.
No, you don't want to go there. Yeah.
Just a
Jail's
local,
okay.
just a local county joint.
Jail's not bad.
Man. That dude was the best though. He used to make me tapes of all the CDs I wasn't allowed to buy. Murder Was the Case.
Now
Dude.
you're sending him tapes.
I should make this a tape.
Full
One of the
circle. Write him a
greatest-
letter.
West Coast rap songs ever made.
I agree. XY 100%. 100% goes in the top 5. Murder was the case.
Yeah. So I mean, like I said, when I got on with Jim, my downside targets are 22,900 in the NQ. I just don't have an entry, and
I'm gonna drag my target.
I mean, my ES target is what I say, 63.25. I mean, what I'm using for my analysis, obviously, I don't have a position in those markets, but it looks like we'll get them. I don't know about today, but in the overnight session for sure, without a hard rally here.
Jack, I only have one imaginary MNQ on at the moment in this contest, but I will split it with you if we get to 22,900. Promise.
Perfect. I mean, with the way we're moving, 150 points ain't much. And
hey, they like us. That's nice. I think we do it we're a good trio. I like trading with Jack. It's been nice hanging with you, dude.
Yeah, it's our first time on. I believe I know we've overlapped before and
yeah,
in passing, but good to be on with you guys. Good to be on with you.
Let me go ahead and retweet this thing.
And guys, we're at 947. So keep pushing. If you can tweet it out to join us, we just need, or push it on your Facebook. Hey guys, watch my favorite show. I watch it every day. Join us because we're doing a big merch drop, not a small one, a big one.
Do I say 60 more viewers and it's a merch giveaway bonanza?
If you guys here, let's see. I wish I could post that link in the can we get production to put that link in the tweet chat? Look, the Twitter. Okay, I've already retweeted it, but let's see here.
I need the link. Somebody help me.
I got it.
It's on your Twitter. I've already retweeted it.
Oh, okay.
I can't put it in the chat. I don't.
All right.
Go look backstage, Stowe.
Oh, sorry. I forgot. I forget about that chat. I got a lot of chats going on.
All right, I got it. I got the tweet.
Link. There's the tweet, guys. Just click it, retweet it, give it a like too. Boost. I'll do it again.
All right. Well, I really made it dramatic, so I really hope the giveaway is like an actual bonanza because I typed it in all caps and everything.
All right. I'm gonna look at XYs and then I'm gonna get more dramatic than whatever you just said. That's my plan. Incrementally.
Can you tweet a voice note? Just tweet yourself screaming.
I probably could.
Is that a thing?
Yeah. That's a great tip. Share with all your childhood friends that got to watch R-rated movies. Not the guys in jail though. They probably can't watch it.
They probably get YouTube.
Do you think?
Yeah.
Maybe the one your friend's at. I don't know about the other ones. It depends on the crime, I'm sure.
Jail crimes are okay. Prison crimes, though, that's not okay.
I could make a lit. I mean, he got me Green Day Dookie. That was like a panel. That record was so important to my entire life, and I would have never have heard it without this dude.
What about what is it? Hot dog water and chocolate starfish?
Yeah.
Dude, that was a
Limp Bizkit.
We had to coax one of our aunties who did not know better that, hey, this is fine. We just need you to buy it for us.
Dude, I had the Chronic Drake.
The Chronic. We even had to do that for My Way by Usher. I was like, it's nothing crazy, but it still has the explicit tag on it. Like,
dude, TLC had the explicit tag on.
Yeah.
I listen to Chasing Waterfalls.
Man. Yeah, man, the PMRC got way out of hand with that for sure. I think the quota was pretty small. I think it was just 3 F words and you were on.
I would have thought just one would do it, but
I mean, I feel like where is it at now? They don't have that on TV. I feel like there's a lot of more inappropriate things on TV than there ever was in my CD case.
Yeah, it's visual too.
CD cases, man, those binders would get heavy.
Yep. Did you have the one in your car, like on the visor?
Oh yeah. I had like 12.
Yep.
Come on, where else would you put it? Where else would you put it? Really? There's nowhere else.
You know what's going to get popular is instead of our generation's version of the jukebox is those CD things. You know, it's like instead of the old records, it's going to be the CDs, and you're going to have like the Now. You guys remember the Now? Like
Dude, yeah, those
12
infomercials.
hits. I was a subscriber to that.
Do you guys ever actually commit to a purchase seeing Celine Dion in the infomercial late night when you fell asleep?
Oh,
You fell
no,
asleep and then all of a sudden you wake up and there's an infomercial and it's just Celine Dion. It's like, buy this, top 10 something something.
The shit. I remember two infomercials. One was that like the Mexican guitar guy selling the Mexican guitar. And then the other one was the ASPCA, like the saddest commercial of all time with all like the sad dogs in cages.
Sarah
trying to get you to-
McLachlan in the arms of an
Yes.
angel.
Thank you. Yes. Yeah.
Hey, Camel 2029. See, he knows. He knows. He's seen the infomercial. Yeah, I couldn't buy it because I was too young. I didn't have a credit card. But hey, look, would have had me though. Or sometimes you skipped out on school. You're like, what's on TV? And it's the DeVry people, DeVry commercials.
I'm
Yeah.
just going
Like, what
to
are you
the
doing,
ride.
man? Still sitting at home doing nothing? How about you get your ass up and go to school like me? Blah blah blah.
Yep.
I'm like, dude,
Yep.
I'm sick, man. I'm at home because I'm sick.
Are you a lazy piece of garbage playing video games? You should be over here learning how to put an air conditioning unit
And
together.
it's just me with a tissue in my nose, like sniffling. Like, dude, I'm sick.
But Invent Tech, do you guys remember those? If you have an invention,
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. We were just
yeah.
talking about that. Yes, absolutely. Oh man, what a scam that was.
yeah. Yeah. They had the little stone age man with like the hammer and the wheel.
I wonder
I'm
how
just-
that shook out. I bet there's going to be a cool documentary about that company someday that was like, and this is how this company got 500,000 patents for things, convincing people to sell their invention.
And used none of it.
Yep.
Turns out they were
Yeah.
all garbage.
Yep.
P90X.
P90X isn't that old.
Probably early
Not
2000s.
nostalgic enough, you know.
That's like probably 2005 that came out.
Was it?
Oh, I remember the question
Didn't
mark
feel like
guy
it was
for
that
sure,
old.
Jay.
Look, I'm just trying to see us trade 23K to see how much KTV makes on his short.
Yeah, you
He's
doubled
like the
down.
anti-Rakesh. Hey, I'm rooting for you, man.
I'm getting no bid into my orders. That might just be a
What,
runaway
are you trying to
train here.
re-offer short?
I've just been moving my order down with every new low, but I need some type of a retracement to get in.
Yeah, you can blame KTV for that. I think he's just selling every single buy available. He's like, I'm down. I'm down to sell to this guy.
This looks a little rough down here.
I'm
That
rooting for
2300
23K
isn't
at
looking
this
so far now, Stowe, is it?
No, it's
Yeah.
not. It's really not.
Well, Stowe won at 0. I remember him saying earlier he wanted.
I
0.
did. I said, and also XY. As soon as I said that, it started to go down. So for some reason today, the
Yeah.
market did
Well, I don't
exactly
know
what
if-
I asked it to do.
I don't know if you've done your back testing, but we do have a poor low in 1929.
Oh, good.
That 1929 is a poor low.
Is that where Jesse Livermore covered his shorts? Oh my God.
Are we closer to 1,000 yet?
We
I
better
made a
be
big fuss
because
about it.
I've been lying to Twitter trying to get more people in here.
Yeah, I made a big fuss about it.
I shot a couple tweets. I might have to reactivate my Facebook I haven't been on in 10 years.
I can't open that thing. It's just going to be my mom sending me things that she wants me to pick up on Facebook Marketplace. If I keep it logged off and I just say, no, Mom, I don't know, I never got those messages, then I don't have to risk life and limb to go pick up a chair somewhere.
I think maybe if I make a Zanga post about it, we can get it going. Let me try to find out my Zanga login.
Nice call out. We haven't been in the magic box in a dog's age. This is
Dude,
crazy.
I know, but usually it's like I'm going to fearlessly counter trend trade in the box, but even right now I'm like, I don't know about this.
Same. We got lots of cool stuff possible. We could get Leostat to the downside.
Tanya, while you're here, we need some help. We need to get 1,000 viewers. Good. An actual celebrities in
Hey,
here.
Tanya.
An actual celebrity is right.
Good. Yeah, just who we needed.
By the way, I'm bringing a bear hat for Tanya to sign.
Hell
to
yeah. Me and Tanya were in the same trade a couple times earlier. We were partying.
We need 1,000 viewers. All right. If you can help.
Yeah, Tanya.
Anything helps. Anything helps. Nick, hello. 1,000 viewers. We need
Nick's
help.
tweeting out right now. Nick's
Tanya,
rocking
just
the media.
Just tweet that you're streaming right now in here to your folks. It doesn't have to be true.
By the time they find out it's too late, we'll already hit 1,000.
We'll just get them in here, and then it'll
We need
count.
1,000 viewers for giveaways. When did we hit 200K? Was it today? Does anyone know?
Yeah,
What's
it was today.
Yeah, it was this morning. Yep.
Big day, March 30th, 2026.
Yeah, so sick.
Good job, production.
What's up with the micro challenge leaderboard? Who's taking it down? So Tanya got back to green. Where's Selma and Lumi? Did Tanya take it down? Nice. Whoa, dude, what a comeback. Nice work. Hell yeah.
Salma must have full ported to the long side. I've been there, Salma.
I want my glory. Oh, that's great.
Good job, Tanya. Trading and driving. Yeah, that's not a good. I've tried that before too. That'll help you rear end somebody. This is why insurance premiums have gone up, because there's so many people watching NinjaTrader Live trading and driving. Guys, I don't recommend it. I do recommend watching NinjaTrader Live, but do not do it while you're driving.
No one's going to notice Selma doing that in New Jersey. I promise. I promise.
That's true.
No one's going to notice. It's
Not
Mad
until she
Max
hits
over
that-
there anyway.
That toll bridge.
All right, we need 40 points lower here.
Selma, if you hear me making fun of New Jersey, don't type back and drive. Make sure to park first before you fire back.
She's going to come to a screeching halt. I'm replying to this right now.
Jersey's tough because every time you pull over, somebody tries to put gas in your car. And you're like, I'm not even trying to do that right now.
Now here in LA, sometimes like even if you're just driving down LA and you're at a red light, they'll just start like wiping your windows. And it's really bad. And before you can tell them no, they already started, and it's just a mess. Like it's
Is that true? Is that really happening? It's not a meme?
That's not a meme.
All right.
That ain't a meme. Place short stops under 23K. KTV, are you selling every 50 points to zero?
He's just adding. He's full margining. As soon as he gets another margin on his account, he just adds the contract.
He's
in.
never going to cover until we're trading like 4 digits NQ.
It's a day to be selling into lows. Doesn't
Sure
work
was.
many times.
Sure was.
Doesn't work many times, but today it works.
I
mean,
wish
that's
you
what you got.
lately? Anyone seen Rakesh today?
No, true.
DL says a tweet literally kills KTV. Yeah.
Yeah, we're breaking down hard and having ATR expansions, but unfortunately, we're not really getting pops for me to sell into. The last pop, I mean, we've had 145 would have been the only thing I would have sold into, and I wasn't at my desk. But otherwise, we really haven't had a bigger move to sell into.
Bro, that was a pop for ants. I mean,
have
there's
not
been
found an
nothing. It's
entry
been
at all.
crazy.
Earlier it was how can I be selling the low, and that was 200 points ago.
Hey, there you go. There's the ES overnight low.
Yeah. I'd have to go down to a 1 minute chart and trade really small pullbacks. I think that's the only way I could really trade this right now, is not on a 5 minute chart, because we're just too deep in the selling. You really have to go down a smaller time frame. At least I would have to go down a smaller time frame to find an entry. I mean, we're that even this most recent drop here. How many points did we get off the low? We got off like, I don't know, 20,
Yeah.
like a 20-point rally, and then just, I mean, in a 20-point rally on a day that we're down 300 points really isn't a whole lot. No, but I mean,
I mean,
we're
volume has just been going lower.
this is a big breakdown. I mean, this is more than just a day of selling for once. So,
I don't know if anyone remembers last week when I said, look, if we're in price discovery mode. If we get no volume build upside and we just start to build below, all I'm going to do is close my eyes and follow volume. And if you had just done that, you'd just be making money the past few days. We are in price discovery mode.
Now, here's XY trying to say he was short all along. Meanwhile, I was trying to be a bear the other day on stream, and he was like, no, this low is perfect. I've never seen a low this good.
And what did I do? I put
shorted.
on a short.
You did.
So there are people that talk, and there are people that put the trade on. Which one am I?
Shit, busted.
That's too easy.
Yeah.
You threw me the lob, and I had to dunk it. You know what I mean?
All I did was stare at the chart and narrated hopes and
Talking
dreams.
about a short, I was staying quiet, getting the short.
It was my first good short thesis I've ever had. So in my defense, I didn't know how to react when I had it.
For now. So far.
Oh, God.
let's see, we got 30 minutes left.
Leo stats in. So we can, new low is 68% possible. Man, this is gross. I'm bummed I got filled on that MCL. I can't see where it's at. Oh my gosh. It's holding 104 now. It's just stair stepping up.
All right. Let's see, I gotta get my right chart up here. I'll get aggressive. Well, that's as aggressive as I'm gonna get there. Place an order at 63.70 half.
Mike says there's no way I would have gone short at the low without XY and Stowe putting that trade on first. Listen, don't start doing stuff like that because I'm doing it. Number one.
First of all, congratulations on the money you've made.
Yes, also that.
Second of all, don't do that again.
Yeah, you're welcome, but
I think Rakesh, look,
be careful.
Anyone seen my quant?
Well, you better have liked the stream if they helped you get short.
Yes, please.
We're looking at 346 likes here.
That's it.
That's it. Come in and hit that thumbs up.
And
the more likes
boys
we
have
get.
been riding the trend, making jokes, and we can't even crack 500 likes for the trade to close. Market literally in turmoil.
In actual turmoil. If you listen closely, you can hear the screaming on your chart.
Was that a new low? It might have been. Nope, not quite.
Yeah, hey, look, but no, really, Rakesh hasn't been on the chat since the market started going down, huh?
Indeed.
I need my quant. We got KTV now.
It's Monday, right? Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Hey, Flight here. What's up, homie? Also an OG. Back when we used to have to do this show without friends, by ourselves, Flight here would certainly keep me comfortable, company in the middle of the day. That generation poll question's a little weird because I'm technically a millennial, but they put us in such a broad group. We really do need to be split into two. I think I'm an elder millennial as defined.
What is the cutoff?
I think the cutoff's like 1984, but
Okay.
yeah, but it should.
What's it go every like 15 years or something?
They made ours so big.
Yeah, they're kind of bigger than they should be.
I agree. Yeah, I'm not quite. I'm not quite a an X.
Bloody
Or is it
Reaper,
every
you might be onto something. Hmm?
XY, what tick compression do you use for your leg to leg delta?
My leg to leg compression?
Yeah.
Whatever lets me see the numbers. There's literally no magic sauce. So some days like I have to scrunch a chart like this. Some days it's blown up like this, depending on the day's range.
Yeah.
As long as I can see the numbers, it's fine. There's nothing, literally nothing more to it. I'm just tracking a leg to leg thing because if I'm looking to get as precise as to worry about the compression on this leg to leg delta, like then what am I doing? Am I looking at this or am I looking at the DOM? I'm looking at the DOM.
What rotation size are you rocking right now? This is actually a question for me.
50. It's
50,
been 50
okay.
forever.
All right.
I've just been lazy to change it. Quite honestly.
That's why mine's been 60.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
barely into that overnight low there in the ES and no continuation on it thus far. So we went, a couple ticks into that overnight low. And I got orders at 67.75. I kind of like 88.5 too. Here comes the first bid we've had in quite some time, which is a little scary. Might move back to 88s.
I'm watching here at this 80 spot.
No, we didn't get far under that 67 level in the SPY. Or in the ES, I should say.
They put a little node down there too.
So.
All right, I added 75. Oh, don't remember me. We will do a new low, or we'll get stopped right there.
Sometimes I feel like there's two generations. It's boomers and millennials. Like the rest of them, I'm like, you're not a big group. Nobody talks about you. Like there's definitely a few between boomers and millennials, but nobody knows what they are.
Come on, Leo Stat. Work, damn it. Yeah, what are the other ones? There's
Did you guys see the
Zoomers.
angry? Did you guys see the angry listener in chat?
No,
You
who's
talk
mad?
too much about nothing. We're here for the charts, not all the other stuff. But he said it in like
Really?
all caps and like meaner than that.
No
he said it
way.
in meaner words because it's deleted now.
Oh,
I'm giving you the censored version.
dude. All the good
You
stuff
must
gets
only
deleted
talk
before I can
about
see it.
markets.
He wants to see you in a trade all the time.
I've been in a trade the whole time.
We'll talk about it. I'm still
All
short.
right.
My name is Stowe. I'm still short.
Yep, here I am. Hi, my name is Stowe. I used to only be long up until about a week and a half ago. And now I short the lows and
And I'm
short lower. I'm still short.
Personality change.
And we got we got this. The only bid that's existed for the last hour and a half was here. And we got back up to this yellow line that I like, which is also something I made. That was one of my dumb ideas. And so I put more short on. And now I'm trying to get down here to a new low, which would complete a stat that my friend, who is a tiger, came up with. And so there you go. That's the chart. We also like to talk about the 90s. I'm sorry.
I love how they're just putting it on blast now. highlighting it. I mean, it's kind of hard to get. I don't market order sell shorts. I just don't do it. I need some type of retracement to sell into, and I haven't got one here in the last hour. So
you should try it, Jack. It's really uncomfortable sometimes.
Clench.
Ah. Oh. Less talky, more trady. Fair enough.
I don't care. I do what I want to do.
We want you placing trades all day, every day, even when the market presents no advantage to your strategy. You must.
Hey, Joe.
There's a difference. You want tradertainment? You're gonna have to go elsewhere. Trade now, stupid man.
Oh, that's funny.
Well, is it so over for shorts?
Maybe.
I mean, we're really right on the. I don't know. I think. I mean, my more conservative pop here would be an 88 in the ES, 86 to 88, like a bigger bounce. 76 would be like my more aggressive zone.
We only have like what, 8 minutes until the algo.
Oh, really?
Yeah, day's pretty much over now. Jims, thank you. Thank you for that. Thank you for those sentiments. We've heard otherwise.
You're damn right, Jims. It was really good.
Didn't we all make money? Is that not enough?
I'm doing great in the contest. How many clams am I up here?
Someone asked, stupid man, when long? Maybe tomorrow.
I made $2,000 in the micros. That's cool.
That's a good micro day.
Yeah, what the hell?
Hard.
Everybody making money.
Can I want to hear the song.
So, I mean, just to kind of rephrase back to that gamma level, we talked about that options level. It's 63, 67. That was that for bar first traded at 315. We spent a little time below it, and then realistically, we just popped back above it. So that did, also barely into that overnight low, and then much further down. So we'll see if that ends up being the low. I did just finally get an entry here, but this needs to move quickly my way just because of the time of the day here. Let's see if we can get one more push down.
Yeah, end of the day is always a pain in the ass, especially at the lows. The market really does not like to close at the lows. It just doesn't like to do it. So after this big push down, even though all the stuff might be on your side, you still might get yeeted out of a good position just because it's the end of the day and a bunch of people are about to come in and start partying.
Party mode.
Yeah, I used to be a pretty. I used to make a lot of gamma jokes, but unfortunately, I might believe in gamma more than I used to. I don't know if you knew that, XY. I'm sorry. I may have been converted.
Hey, if it makes you money, it makes you money. I don't care what it is.
Oh no, it hasn't made me any money.
Oh.
You got to use it for it to make you money.
Yeah. No, I just
And I mean, the SPX level that so when we paused before that breakdown at like 130. That was the highest, one of the highest open interests in the SPX. I mean, that these levels have been today important. I mean, you got to know where they are, but
yeah, I'm going to learn gamma. I'm going to learn about volatility. I'm going to learn about all kinds of stuff so that the chat never has to hear about my personal life, my likes, my hopes and dreams, my hobbies, my car that I drive ever again. It's just going to
your
be
friend in
straight.
jail.
See? No more bits, chat. That's it. They're done. I'm just going to talk about trading related items forever.
I'm just ticking out of this trade. I don't really like
Purple cat. Dang. Hey, look. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, eh? Sounds like you're in some drawdown now.
I voted for Yap too
Should have
much.
stopped out sooner.
I can never end the bits because the chat is so dedicated to him. People still ask me about, like, did I get those goats for the yard that I was talking about from last summer?
You guys
Did you?
talk too much about nothing.
That lady
Honestly,
totally blew me off.
You guys talk way too much about nothing. I voted Yap too much.
I bought a pig one time online.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And then I forgot I bought it. And then it showed up at my house. And I was like, wait, I bought this? They're like, yeah, it was in one of those mini pigs that apparently don't stay so mini. I just took my trade off for break even. I don't really like the end of the day here. Kind of, I was looking for a really fast reaction.
So you took delivery of a pig.
I took delivery. Well, it was already paid for. So I was like, might as well. And then when the movie, what is it called? 50 Shades of Grey came out. Me and my friends had this great idea that we were going to go to the movie theater with the pig. And we brought the pig, a miniature pig, about like yay big, maybe like 15 pounds, into the movie theater for the 50 Shades of Grey opening.
Okay.
And then the pig got too large to keep, and the pig now hopefully he lives on a farm. That's why I dropped him off for farm, and I hope they don't eat that. They didn't eat him.
They definitely ate him.
I didn't
He's
eat
a
him.
pig.
I didn't eat him.
That's a crazy story. You took a pig to a movie.
I got a picture of it. I got a picture of it somewhere. It's at me in the movie theater with the pig.
That's cool.
But the whole point was we were going to go like pick up girls at the 50 Shades of Grey opening with this pig, and it worked.
That's a crazy. That's one of those things that sounds just crazy enough to work really well. Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah,
All
mini
right.
pigs, for sure.
Hey,
I mean, they got
KTV, talk to
big
me.
pigs now.
Rakesh is in the past now. KTV, talk to me. What are we doing?
You got a new quant?
Yeah, I think Rakesh is like in the shadow realm at this
He
point.
didn't show up for his work today.
He hasn't shown
Rakesh
up
didn't.
since the market started going down.
I'll tell you where I want to get short though. Is the thing is, I mean, I will have enough time actually if I want to hold it into the close, but I just BE'd that I want to get short. 88s. I'm going to go 88s. That was my higher level. It's 70s, 77s, and then 88. So I'm going to put an order at 88 quarter. And if we can jam up into the close, I'm actually a little more comfortable with that.
All right. I gotta decide. All right, $1,900. It's pretty good. That's a good micro day. I'm proud of it.
Good job.
I didn't do anything weird
on
either.
micros, and
Yes.
you're not satisfied. What are you trying to make?
I traded
1,000?
it exactly like I would trade also. I'm very proud of that
What
performance.
more is left to do? It's Yap time.
It's Yap time.
You've earned the right to Yap.
Yes, it's not the pig's fault he's made of bacon. It's true. Yeah, my friend had one of those small pigs too, or rather, a woman that he was dating requested that they purchase one, and he ended up with a pig.
Ah.
And I remember just being like, yeah, okay. He's like, no, they're actually pretty cool. And I'm like, yeah, I would probably just get a cat if it were me.
A little easier to take care of, that's for sure. Yeah, no.
I know I promised never to talk about myself again, but I did get a new cat this weekend.
How many cats do you got?
This will be a third. This is a third cat.
Yeah, are they all alive, or is your third cat?
Oh no, they're very well. They're alive for sure.
Why are you getting more cats?
Live like kings.
Is there like
They live
a
like kings?
you going for 5 or what's going on here?
I couldn't not get this dude. He was the last cat at this adoption event that we went to just to look at kittens, and he had like his eye
Attention
is
traders.
weird.
It's
He was
algo
busted.
time.
He has a problem where he sneezes all the time, even though he's not sick. So
Do you think he's
like
allergic to humans?
a sneezy boy? Could be. I don't know. But he was so nice, and he loved me so much, and for those reasons, I was like, all right, you got to come home with me. His name is Rusty.
Does he look rusty? Does he have rusty color to him?
Yeah, he's orange. He's an orange boy, so he's probably insane. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to see how he fits into the squad.
Are you trashing gingers?
No,
Just because he's orange?
no, I love orange cats, but they're crazy, man.
Are they?
Is
Yes,
that a thing?
yes, that's a thing.
I don't know enough about them.
Yep. No, orange tabby cats. It's called orange cat behavior.
Ah.
Yeah, it's a thing. Orange cat
bad.
behavior. Yeah.
Orange cat bad.
Orange cat dumb. Orange cat insane.
Orange
Interesting.
cats are psycho, huh?
I knew Sav was gonna hop in with that. Yep.
Interesting.
So what are the good cats? What color are the good cats? Siamese cats? No hair?
Siamese cats they have kind of an attitude, but they're calm for sure.
What about a Mancoon?
Those cats are crazy. Have you ever seen like a real one? Like a proper Maine Coon?
Like the big ones? My friend has
Yes.
one. I've only seen pictures.
Oh my God, those things are crazy. I've only ever seen 2. And it was this lady that used to come to the brewery I worked at all the time, and she would bring these cats with her. Yeah, very cat person behavior. But they were nice, but they're giant. They look like mountain lions, kind of.
Sounds a little dangerous.
Yeah, they're huge.
You don't like danger?
KTV, what are we doing? What are we doing? Are we still in the short?
KTV's adding.
Yeah, what are we doing here? See you, Mr. Market. Thanks for hanging.
Hey, thanks, homie.
All right, we got 8 minutes left.
That was an interesting part of today is they attempted 3 different sets of singles on ES and did not complete one of them. Each one of those singles got retraced as soon as that period flipped over in ES.
I mean, CL's still punching highs here.
Is it really? Wow.
Yeah, we just punched high. New high of the day for CLs. I would not be surprised to see this continue, this selling into Asia. I don't know if I'm going to get my 88s.
Yikes. How high did it go? Like 106? I got to look at it. All right. All right. I finally got talked into looking at a crude chart. Okay.
It got up to 120.
120? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So that's that spike up there.
119.48. It's the high.
Cool. That's good. Thank you. Thank you. I will keep that in the back of my mind now.
Yeah, we'll see if that. Should go fill my car up today. Trying to hedge the market with the timing of my oil fills.
Oh, you're right, Andy. You're right. That ES single is there. You're right. I'm sorry. Yep. Never mind. Thanks, homie.
Oh, I was muted.
Were you talking?
No.
Oh. Were you sneezing?
Yeah,
Hi-
can we get the full song? I wanna hear it. Everyone's green, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to hear the song. Well, what else are we gonna do? Of course. The request is you got to jam to it. Chat, we're about to get a new release.
Everybody making money, money, money. Everybody making money. Everybody making money. Everybody making money.
It's ridiculous.
Money,
Dude, we need money on the screen. We need like money flying all over the screen.
Everybody making money, money, money.
Dude, yes.
That beat drop's insane.
How come I've never heard this until now?
Yeah, is it new? What happened?
Huh?
What's the where did that song come from?
I don't know. Oh, yeah, I was locked in. They made it. They made it in the studio. So they went to the NT Live music studio and they just made it, I guess.
They have a full DJ production. They're going to be playing at Coachella this year.
We need like money flying on the screen. Kind of like how we
Taught
have
y'all
the
how to make it
confetti.
rain? Dollar bills, y'all.
Yes.
All right, the stats are in, boys. This is pretty crazy. Dude, 63%. Wow. That's nuts. I can't
What are we
believe
looking
my short trades to long trades are of a factor of 2. Nuts. That's
Not
insane.
too bad going short, huh?
I just can't believe I'm doing it. Yep. 60% win rate. That's high for me today. What's my profit factor? 148.
Yo,
Yo, Jim. What's up, brother?
guys. I'm just checking out. Downtown Pittsburgh's built like a triangle. Did you know that?
Yes.
Yeah.
That is called the confluence.
It's called the what?
It's called a confluence. It's where 2 rivers meet and become a 3rd river. That's a confluence.
Now, were one of these rivers at one point on fire?
No, that's Cleveland.
Okay.
That's not our responsibility. That was Cleveland's fault.
All right.
How does a river get on fire?
It
I have
was so
questions.
polluted
Chemicals.
and contaminated that it started on fire.
Yep.
Wow.
That was Cleveland.
Yeah.
The Great Lakes Brewing Company has named a beer after that called the Burning River. So, yep.
Only Stowe would know that factoid right there. Oh my goodness. Wow, what a day today, huh?
Tanya's here for her crown, Jim.
Tanya's champion?
I think so. Let's figure it out.
We go to 5 o'clock though in these contests.
Any earnings? Because that last competition when it was like Nick and Leo, man, that Google earnings really turned things around after hours.
Yeah.
That was so scandalous.
And they tried
Very
to make
scandalous.
a deal, and then Nick didn't follow through with the deal or something like that.
Look, as the great Dominic Toretto says, winning's winning.
Right. Nick was a champion. So you got a position still, man. Are you going to hang on or no?
Yeah, I'm going to hang into this past the close. I mean, I was waiting for this pop up into 88s, and I mean, I'll close it up. I'm not going to hold it overnight, but unfortunately, the volatility into the end of the day gave me the pop I wanted to see to sell into it. So I'm just going to stack a couple targets down
Got
here.
it. You know, we did revisit the Asian lows right now in the ES.
Yeah.
Did you say Asia low or
Oof.
Asian lows? Asian
Asia.
low.
Oh my gosh.
Asia low
IB.
/ overnight low.
So mad.
Wow,
Yeah, so that was interesting. I just added that to my chart, by the way. I think Selma strong armed me into adding that Asian IB.
She's just doing that because since she's awake for 23 hours of the day, she thinks every session needs to have an IB.
It's the only way she knows if the next day has already turned. Otherwise, she'll never know.
Oh my gosh. We're getting close to the bell ring. We're going to close right at prior day's lows in the ES. Friday's lows.
Not a good look for bulls.
No. Yep, right there, baby. Wow. And the crazy thing is bonds rallied a handle and stayed there. Didn't see that coming.
Look at how clean. Oh God, I'm getting talked in. I'm talking myself into trading crude right now. Oh, look at how clean that was.
Ooh.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
Dude, crude never sleeps, man.
Okay. Might have to build a chart.
Did you do it?
No, yeah, I traded it today because I was doing the micro contest, but
Yeah.
so I traded it today and realized how nice it was being, and
Yeah.
so yeah, unfortunately, I might. But
Well,
every time I buy a crude chart, it's or every time I create a crude chart, it tends to suck the volatility out of it. So I might have the ability to end this. I might be able to open the whole straight just by building.
How did you
crude chart book.
how did you do in the contest?
I got 1,900 clams.
Nice.
Yeah, pretty good.
Yeah. Not bad. Very, very good. Well, great job, gentlemen. Jack, we'll keep our fingers crossed to see if we can get a down thrust so you can get your fills.
Just got TP1, so we'll be
Okay.
moving to stop here.
Sweet. While I have your attention, tomorrow, see who's up tomorrow. Daniel Samuelson is going to be a special guest. Daniel's a bullion expert. So if you got some coins in your closet in the basement in the shoebox, and that's not where I hide mine, but I'm just
Chicken
saying.
stock or
What's that?
nothing? Bullion, chicken stock. Never mind, Jim. Sorry.
Bullion? Well, yeah. All right. Anyway, no, he's a precious metals guy. He's going to be interesting tomorrow. It's going to be a great show tomorrow morning. Then T Trades is going to be with us for a tape talk. And then, as usual, on a Tuesday, we have Dread Pirate Merritt Black, along with Chris trading boxes. And then Jack's back tomorrow, midday with Nick.
I'll be there.
We're gonna the over under on how many markets is Jack gonna be?
There's
positions?
enough going on with the indexes right now that I'm not venturing too deep, and the other ones are just moving fast enough. So
I'm going with
do that.
3. I don't care
All
what you
right.
say right now. You can't resist.
That's true. It is the middle of the day, so
Yeah. And then the afternoon session, we got the big cat coming back with Kane, Trader Kane, and Salma. So powerful lineup tomorrow. Looking forward to it. Starting at 8 a.m. East Coast time, NinjaTrader Live. Be there, be square. Appreciate you guys. Let's give these guys a round of applause for a fantastic stream this afternoon. All right. Awesome, guys. Appreciate you guys. Most important message of the day, as usual, please be safe out there. Be good to each other. We will see you soon.
take care, guys.